Welcome, beloved. Welcome to my Ascension Temple home. I have progressed further. As you can see, this is a resonance of Astarius Miraculi in the 13th incarnation of Ascension Temple. The 13th dwelling that I've lived in that has carried the name Ascension Temple and bore the frequency Ascension Temple. And so this is the resonance of my Ascension Temple home, where I also do my spiritual work, sacred geometry, my creation on the ceilings, which is a vibration of piercing through the veil from this physical dimension into the dimension of spirit. I live in this resonance to facilitate the triggering of an eternal remembrance of who and what we all are. I am an Ascension ambassador. I champion the cause of ascension always. And so I wanted to share this frequency with you, let you experience a little bit of my central altar and the different vocalizations of geometry and imagery that facilitate my eternal remembrance. And then also, when looking out of my window, able to feel this majesty of the red rocks of Sedona and all of that beautiful energy that is there. Imagery of my own self in my resonance of healing. This was done by beautiful sister Ula Dharmi, who met me online and decided to just do a portrait of me after I'd done some didgeridoo healing work. And then of course I have my crystal wands, which is the frequency of healing resonance of ascension that I make and create. I have the wands everywhere, being a vortex, for this is a vortex within the vortex of Sedona. So I have sent forth the frequency of Ascension Temple into the core of the Sedona vortexes, as well as brought forth the Sedona vortexes into the central core of Ascension Temple. Here is my central altar where I pray and I meditate and bring about the manifestation of wonderful vibrations and creations. I love crystals. I see the crystal frequency as a representation of Christ all, the Christ all principle that is a reality that exists within each and every one of us. All of the different representations of eternal remembrance, remembering who we are, where we're from, what we're for, that we are divine, calling forth this divine remembrance. I remember who I am. I remember where I'm from. I remember what I'm for. I remember that I am divine. What was lost, I have now found. I remember, and I am walking on wings, riding the bliss ascension brings. This wonderful piece here, this warrior angel, is an amazing frequency that I was blessed with and gifted by the artist Jim Leisure many, many years ago when I lived in Sedona the first time. He shows up at my temple to receive a session from me and says, "Before we do this session, I have something I want to give you." Takes me outside, unfurls it in the driveway. It's actually 9 feet tall, and I had to tuck it a little bit to get it in here. And he looks up at me like a little child and he says, "You want it?" And interestingly enough, he'd had this piece for, he said, 13 years. He was the artist, and I'm sure he could have sold it many times over. And that when he did it, he was thinking of a warrior angel, something like Archangel Michael. But this is some of the wonderful frequency. This is also a depiction of my own self. It feels like a resonance of my ascended self. And many people who see it ask me, is that a representation of me? And it certainly is. I can't imagine ever not having it. And I've had it, I guess, since 2004. So it's been an amazing journey with this one. So thank you for receiving this vibration of my Ascension Temple home and these different frequencies. And when I do many of my videos from here, I'm sending forth this frequency from the central core of Ascension Temple. And so, Ascended Clan, I'm calling you to guide me on my way back home. I deeply yearn to now return and claim my Ascension throne, the 5th dimension, and beyond, inheritance above the sky. To heaven's call I now respond, in higher realms forever fly. Ascended Clan, I ask for this, not only for myself. Let every being upon this earth partake of heaven's wealth. Even unto earth herself she also would return. End the madness of this flesh, a fire within us burns. Please help us to remember that we all are innocent, and by mercy and compassion unto heaven earth is sent. Resurrection of ascension, and God is found in man. And we all are family members of the great Ascended Clan. The love of God within my heart has healed and set me free. A love that is because I am, therefore I love me. Among the great Ascended Clan, I am eternally. All is well, all is well, all is well. Love you so much. With the passion of heaven. Fly well. Thank you for remembering who you are, remembering where you're from, remembering that you are divine. What was lost you have now found. Remember and walk on wings, riding the bliss ascension brings. Love you with the passion of heaven.